Hello, Chris here, and welcome to another episode of me banging my head against the wall trying to learn Intune. Today I'm going to go through trying to set up zero-touch provisioning inside of Intune, similar to what we do through Jamf Pro. If you find this content to be useful, this long-form content where I struggle to get through something versus just showing you how to do it after I've gotten through the struggle, please let me know in the comments because I have no clue if anyone likes this or is going to watch it. Likewise, if you just watched this video and you thought that was the dumbest thing I've ever listened to, please stop making this content. Please drop me a comment so I know to stop creating this content. A little rain in the background right now, so if you hear that, just know that this is the unfiltered experience. All right, I'm going to be sharing my screen over here. Again, I got my wide screen monitor set up, and I've kind of created a list of everything we're going to do, but I did want to show you inside of our test server kind of what we're setting up here. So we're using Jamf's macOS onboarding workflow here, but the zero-touch provisioning workflow we're going to be setting up is similar to the one that's on our YouTube channel. So I'll go ahead and show you that. I will note that although, nope, I don't want that. I want to go to our channel. And it's the first video here. So I'll mute this so you don't hear me talking, but essentially it's going to look like this, where you go to the remote management screen. You probably know all this stuff, so I'll skip through some of it. Going into some type of screen where the user logs in to a portal to create their first account. So this is using Jamf Connect, of course, and I think with Intune we're not going to use Jamf Connect. Although we technically good. In this case, it file vaults, encrypts the computer, and then it brings up this provisioning window. So this is what we're going to be doing, is using dep notify to create this zero-touch provisioning experience, because obviously we can't use macOS onboarding, which is what I'm actually doing through the Jamf portal. So, but this kind of gives you an idea of all the policies we will be setting up through this example. Okay, let's get started. So, okay, I'm gonna just start out by doing some of the easier things here, like setting up ClickUp, 1Password, Google Chrome, and Google Drive and Zoom. So I need to download all these. ClickUp, download macOS. Now, anytime I download this stuff, I'm always looking to make sure I have a version that's going to be easy to upload. You can usually find that. Okay, now it brings me to another place, download Mac. Okay, now I want to check this and make sure. So this is an application, unfortunately, which means I'm going to have to package it. I should probably find something other than Composer to package this stuff with, because I don't know if I want to use Composer, but I don't know if it's that important, because right, there's lots of ways to package stuff. I just use Composer because it's what I use. It's what I know how to do. So with Intune, you're obviously not going to have that, though. So kind of one thing to keep in mind. Maybe I'll put that in the notes. No application to package applications. This is what I do if I can't find a specific way to get the right type of installer that I want. but it looks like this may just not be available. Yep. So it's not available. I need to clean up some of this stuff. Okay. So I actually have Google Chrome here already, so I should go ahead and click that off. 1Password is next. Also just an application. Oh, this is an installer. Oh, both of these are installers. So there's like different levels of what we want. Okay, I'm gonna look at my server and figure out how we did this. So when it comes to a package, just information-wise, best case scenario, PKG. Always going to be the best, especially when it's coming. I mean, only when it's coming from the actual vendor. If it's not coming from the vendor, don't do that. But it's coming from the vendor, PKG is perfect. Next best solution is getting an application file that can run the application. Very easy to package. The worst is getting these installers that are an application, because you got to like write a script to run them, right? So I want to see what I figured out on this server. So yeah. Downloaded from here. Okay. Same place. They've definitely changed their stuff, maybe. What did I do here? So let's look at ClickUp. Yep, it's just a package. So now I will probably have to write a script to do this for these ones. I might do that stuff later. Let's just do the ones I can for now. What did I do for 1Password? Okay. Here's where I'm able to download the PKG file. Okay, perfect. So I have that one here. For ClickUp, I might just actually do this. There's a new feature by Jamf. You can just download these. So I'm just going to download this one because I'm too lazy to package something for this example. It's going to be a little bit out of date, but I don't care that much. Alright, what else do we have here? I got 1Password, I got ClickUp, Google Drive. Hugo, you get a scolding because you didn't put any notes in there. Mac, download. Of course, this is going to be the typical DMG. Oh, there's a DMG that had a PKG inside, so I lucked out. Okay. So I've got Google Drive. Let's get Zoom. Let's go back to my packages, see I have it in the notes here. So this is the Zoom installer. You know, I might do the Microsoft Office stuff, but we'll put that somewhere else. List. There's an application. I don't need to do GitHub Desktop. I've got enough stuff here. I'm gonna take this one out of there. Also do those are two things I want to make sure I'm testing out. I'm going to take Microsoft Defender out of here for now. I'll add it there, but I just kind of wanted to get this set up first. Just do a couple of things. So let's start by just uploading some of these. So we're gonna go to Devices, Mac OS. Oh no, we need to go to Apps. I like how this makes it look like these are all the stuff for Mac OS that you can do, but it's not, because there's a whole different areas you can do all kinds of different things. Not winning many points for being user-friendly. This is, or intuitive interface by any means. Okay, so apps, macOS apps, perfect. And now I can do the macOS app PKG. I'm kind of interested in this line of business app. Maybe I'll just go ahead and look at this for a minute. Okay. Supports PKGs, which is what I need. So I'll go ahead and select this, and we're gonna try this out. Let's do Zoom. Sideloaded is an interesting word to use. What the? Okay. Remove the included apps list to edit the apps or remove anything that isn't an app. The app listed first is used as the primary app in app reporting. The app version can be CF. There's so many things though. Remove anything that isn't an app? I don't know what half this stuff is. Okay. Category. We're just gonna go to next. All devices. All users. Alright, we're gonna go to next. Review and create. Create. So I created this. The app content is uploading. Wait for it to finish. So this is one thing I will mention I like about it is this uploading thing is happening and I can kind of move around and go anywhere else inside of here and it will stay up there, which is pretty cool. Jamf, you have to keep the window open. But you can also just open another window, so it's not that big of a deal. But I digress. Let's go. But yeah, Jamf with uploading files and the Jamf Cloud distribution point has historically been pretty awful. Although it's gotten a lot better over the years. It was kind of unusable at the beginning. You really couldn't put like large files into the Jamf Cloud distribution point. Like Adobe installers are basically impossible. But I digress. Yeah, so the thing that I'm a little weirded out about this is I did not choose when this was happening. This is like a little difference with Jamf Pro. Let me just try doing this instead of a line of business app. This kind of reminds me of Workspace ONE. You can kind of do this, but you have to use their tool to like create the package. You upload like some type of metadata file with it, but this you didn't. I don't really know what those bundle identifiers were. I'm sure if I looked up some documentation I could figure it out, but I'm just gonna go with what we have right now. So I'm gonna upload Google Drive, but this time I'm doing it a different way. Google information URL, privacy URL. Or just keep it as is. I don't need any of that. Pre-install and post-install script. Kind of nice to have that right here. I don't know if you can do that with Jamf. Though I just create a script and have it run in the same policy. So it's nice to have it in one place. Alright, well I need to select one, so we're just going to say Hi Sierra. So it does this same thing. However, it's kind of cool. Jamf just does this automatically though. So I think I don't know if any of these are technically correct. com.google.drive. I have no clue. We're just going to keep this as is. Assignments, all devices, all users, why not? View and create. I am a little confused. Like, I'm not saying if this is automatic, if this is in the app catalog. This is assigned. Okay. So I may have been wrong before in saying that I couldn't do Mac OS devices or Mac App Store apps, because it looks like here I maybe can. So we may be good on that. The thing I'm just really not sure about is how these are being deployed. I'm wondering, did I just deploy it right now? It's not really clear that I did that. Okay. I have no clue how to kick this stuff off. Oh, Microsoft Office did install, which is kind of cool. So that stuff did work. Microsoft Edge also installed. I think I might have done this on my own, not through this video, but yeah, I set those up. So that is these like Microsoft apps. So I guess that just happened automatically. Drive, Chrome. This one is also not assigned, so I'm gonna go ahead and assign that one. Required all users and devices. So it looks like in order to get these Mac App Store apps added, kind of similar to Jamf Pro, you got to add them on the VPP side first, and then they start to show up here. So, but you know, time will tell if this actually deploys to the device, because right now I'm not seeing them. So it looks like all of this is assigned. A lot of these I added earlier. So that's one thing that's kind of important to note here as we're looking through this. Now, on my computer itself, maybe I'll edit this in. I'm just going to go through and check these different apps. I do have Google Chrome here. I do not have Google Drive. I do have all the Microsoft products, including Microsoft Edge, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, that stuff. So all those are there. I do not have Harvest. I do not have iMazing Profile Editor. I do have the Rocket Man website in a web clip. I do not have Slack. and I do not have Zoom. So this stuff will take time. We'll kind of keep up with it and see how much time that takes to deploy. But in the meantime, we can start doing some of this other stuff. I'm getting this constant FTE setup thing for enabling File Vault, which as many times as I click OK, it does not enable File Vault. Oh, Zoom just installed and just opened. It said something about keychain. Okay, well I don't want to do that. Keychain cannot be found for Zoom. I'll click cancel. I don't know why that came up, but it seems to be working. Close Microsoft Edge now. Okay, getting a lot of this stuff figured out. So I don't know why I break glass admin here, because that's not going to work. It has an API call in there, and I don't want to customize it specifically for Intune, but I will do a computer rename script. That'll be easy. So let me just create a script that renames the computer based on the serial number. So we will do all services. First I'm going to go into this server. I'm going to pull up scripts because I have this script written. Nope. It's not where I do. Forgetting how to use Jamf Pro. Now, I'm trying to think what I even need to pull from here. All I need to do is rename the computer. Yeah, there's nothing because we use all Jamf specific stuff here. I'm just going to have to create a new script. So let's go to Code Runner. I'm kind of wondering if Intune has a better way to do this, but for now, I'm just going to do... Of course, I don't remember how to grab the serial number. Just do stack exchange. This is the one. Bash. So, done. Set. Computer name. See if this works. Oh, it's prompting me for each one I do. Didn't come up with any errors. Go to terminal. seems to work. So we have to save this, put it on the desktop, and call it computer rename. And we will go to devices, macOS shell scripts. Computer rename. Select a file. Computer rename. So this script frequency, you can't do once. Maybe I just don't configure this. I mean, for this specific script, I could probably run it once a day, but I kind of want to not configure this and see if it runs. All devices, all users. I was going to see if I could add other stuff to this policy. Okay, let's pull up our dep notify script. Yes, the one here is the current one. Okay, so we're going to edit this. So we don't need either of these parameters set. Oh, main title we do though. So let's call this Welcome to your new Mac. So yeah, we'll have to deploy the logo. So that's a package I'll need to make. So let's do that. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I've given up on trying to build packages because Composer for me isn't working right now, and I kind of just want to move on to other things instead of trying to troubleshoot that. I also tried using another packager, and I was like, either this isn't working or I can't figure it out, but it's kind of not the point of what I'm doing right now. So I want to see really if I can try to recreate this provisioning workflow. I don't really need to build any packages. So I do need to download dep notify though. So let me download that. Package installer is right here. So we do have that. So I'm going to upload that here.
Say Joel Rennick. So it seems like these are being deployed. Let's see if I'm gonna check to see if any of these other ones are here, like Harvest. Harvest is now here, so we are getting the Mac App Store apps. So despite what I thought before, you can do this. Okay, Slack for desktop. So yeah, this. Oh, I did not set up the assignments for this. So you need to click into it, then go to Properties to be able to do the assignments. And then it should deploy. Okay. So we have Dep Notify. I'm not worrying about branding. I do want to do the Rosetta 2 script, which I still think this doesn't work without Rosetta 2, so that might be necessary. I probably could be going to our GitHub to get this, but I'm just going to our server now because I'm lazy. It's fine. We do have this in our GitHub. So devices, macOS, shell scripts, add Rosetta 2. Oh, and of course, I need to actually create it into a script. Which, why am I I can just upload this from my computer, but whatever. I guess we're doing it. Oh, interesting. Huh. I mean, can I really fault him for that? Let's see if it works. Frequency. Um, I only need to run this once. So, I don't know why it says not assigned because it's clearly assigned. Peter renames as assigned, so it was just like the max number of retries gets it on there. Now it's saying assigned. Yeah, so maybe it's, no, but here it doesn't. Oh, I just need to refresh it. Okay, that has been assigned. Let me see if my computer's been renamed. Has not. I'm wondering if it runs if you don't have an execution frequency. That would be kind of crazy. I'm just curious about these custom attributes. I think I already looked at this. So string, select a file. Yeah, I have to look that up, how to do it. Okay. I'll look at device logs for sure, because no data. I also don't know when this gets installed, which is really weird. When anything gets installed, like scripts and stuff, makes it a little tough. Um, I'm worrying about that now. I got this. I'm not gonna worry about setting the wallpaper either. I'm kind of curious about the dock setup though, so I might try that out. Um, yeah, I guess you'd probably have. I don't think there's anything for dock setup here, so you'd probably have to use something like docutil to do that, which I guess isn't the end of the world. But yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me. So really, the thing that I've been kind of wondering about as I've been doing this is there any way to kind of control when things happen? I'm not really seeing that. And if we don't have that control over when things happen, I'm not sure if our dep notify workflow will really work. I mean, for this workflow to work, let me just pull it up. But the way we've built it and the way it's going to work is if you use custom triggers inside of Jamf to call everything, and I don't see any real way of doing custom triggers for macOS. So that's a giant limitation. I don't really see any way of doing like what it would be a typical policy in Jamf Pro. It kind of just seems like you deploy something and it gets deployed to those devices. You don't really get to choose when that happens or how it happens or anything from what I can see. So I want to go to devices. Let's go to enrollment. Apple. This is where I think we have the most control. It's really with this enrollment token. Not letting me save this. But I'm not even seeing a way to like deploy a package through the free stage. So I can just do these properties. We have name, description, platform. We can't change the platform. Management settings with or without user affinity. And then account settings, which we really can't set anything for because this is locked for some reason. So here's what I'm going to do since I'm kind of just testing this stuff out now. I want to reset this device and take a look at what it looks like when I go through the setup assistant. Yeah, I might even try to record this right now because it'll be the first time I'm doing it. Okay, let's see what this looks like and even if it works. I have confirmed this device is in DP and I even enrolled it last time using the profiles renew dash type enrollment command. So I'm expecting this to work. At least I'm expecting it to recognize that it's in DEP. And let's see what happens when it actually goes through the setup assistant. So we can see that, yes, it went to the remote management screen and it is downloading the enrollment profile. Okay, well, it got set up at the very least, got through the setup assistant. Fan really just came on, which is interesting. Do you see the management profile here? Yeah, it's really going into next gear with that fan. So inside of the server, as you can see, kind of wasn't bringing the Mac up, but looks like now it is. Okay, it's kind of refreshed it. Oh, okay, here's where I see the logs for the managed apps. So that's at least nice, able to see the installation status. But of course, it's just saying waiting to install right now. Yeah, I don't know what enrollment is. I don't know where I get the logs for these scripts. It's weird that there's no device status here. So weird that it's like, oh, weird. My computer rename script doesn't seem to be doing anything. Go back to this. Oh, it's here. I'm just going to go ahead and run these just to see. I just don't see them running. Yeah, it might be now hitting kind of the end of the rope before I need to start getting help from someone that understands this stuff a bit more. Because there's just a lot that I don't know how to do. I'm not sure if it's because it's not possible, which seems like it might be the case, or if there's another way to do it. So I'm going to start writing up some questions. Yeah, I'm going to need to get on the phone with someone else to kind of figure out the rest of this stuff because I'm a little bit lost. I'll probably reach out to the rest of my team who does a little bit more with API work and just see what they think of this API. Um, I, this API doesn't seem to be interactive. It just seems to have documentation, which is a little bit harder to use than something that's interactive like Jamf's API or even Workspace ONE's API, um, or or Kanji's API for that matter. But yeah, this is man the most difficult thing is definitely the documentation and the just unintuitiveness of this platform. It's just kind of difficult to work in, but we're slowly getting there, and we'll be able to give a pretty good review of what this is capable of and how useful it is for managing macOS devices. So, thanks for staying tuned. Until next time.